see. I am live. My audio looks okay. Music. Always forget something. We'll just get the music up and running, and then we can get started with the stream proper. And then I will explain what's going on today. Okay. So today is going to be the first of a series of streams, which will later become videos, that I'm going to do, exploring every card of the tarot. And since everyone knows the major arcana pretty well, I'm going to actually start with the minor arcana, since I think these are in a way, these are kind of more important to cover, if for no other reason than people don't know as much about them. I am using some automated research tools to kind of simplify my research into all of this. But I am double checking some of it with some tools that I have, like physical things that I have to double check the authenticity of them. And so I will be checking to see if what information I get seems accurate, and then go from there. So today we're going to be starting with, I think we're going to start with the Suit of Swords, and today we're going to start with the Ace of Swords specifically. Later, I think I'll be putting all of these into a playlist for your guys' convenience. So keep an eye out for that. Anyways, when going over this, I'm going to be going over first a general overview. I'm going to talk about some astrological associations, as well as some relation between the card in the alchemical context, other symbolism, I will then look into the different meanings of the card. When I go through the symbols, I'll also be looking at different theological and philosophical meanings of the symbols. Then I will go into the different interpretations of the card, and that'll be that. So, general overview. The Ace of Swords is a powerful card in the tarot deck, part of the minor arcana, specifically within the Suit of Swords. Swords is associated with the element of air and represents intellect, thought, and communication. In terms of astrology, the element of air is associated with communication, thought, and intellect. In terms of the zodiac signs, it is often connected with Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, which are known for intellectual abilities, communication skills, and the pursuit of truth. Let's see. Symbolism. Alchemical relations. Let's see. Solvet coagula. This alchemical principle, meaning dissolve and coagulate, can be connected to the Ace of Swords through the idea of breaking down old thought patterns, dissolution, to create new, clearer ones, coagulation. Transformation. The sword's ability to cut through and transform aligns the alchemical processes of transmutation, turning base metals into gold, symbolically representing the purification and elevation of the mind. Alchemical symbolism. Sword is an alchemical tool. In alchemy, the sword can symbolize the power of the mind to cut through illusion and reveal deeper truths. It can represent the alchemical process of separation, where different elements are divided to purify and transform them. Mercury, or quicksilver. Associated with the mind, communication, and transformation, Mercury's alchemical properties resonate with the intellectual and transformative aspects of the Ace of Swords. Sulfur. Symbolizing the active, fiery principle in alchemy, sulfur's energy aligns with the dynamic and assertive qualities of the Ace of Swords. Going back to astrology, talking about the planets, there's Mercury, the planet of communication and intellect, and Uranus, which is sudden insight, breakthrough, and revolutionary thinking. Let's see. Let's look at some symbolism. There's the sword, which represents clarity of thought, intellect, and decisiveness. It is a double-edged sword, indicating that truth can be both beneficial and harmful. It represents intellectual power, rationality, and the ability to discern truth from falsehood. Next, we have the crown. Often depicted the crown, symbolizing victory, triumph, and authority. It also hints at mental clarity and spiritual enlightenment. Often indicating triumph over mental challenges. Next, we will look at the laurel and olive branches, which are traditional symbols of victory and peace. Victory being the laurel, and peace being the olive branch, which suggests a successful resolution through intellectual means. Probably be more like diplomatic kind of resolution. So generally a peaceful resolution. Next, there are the clouds, from which the hand is coming through. Clouds often represent, or the clouds present in the card's imagery symbolize the presence of divine thought or messages emerging from confusion or doubt. Generally a divine or higher thought processes emerging from the subconscious mind. Finally, there is, or I think this is final, let's see. Yeah, the mountains, which represent challenges or obstacles that can be overcome with clear thought and a focused mind. Let's see. Actually, there is one additional symbolism thing that was found, which is light, as the sword is often depicted with rays of light around the sword or in the background. Again, relating to enlightenment, inspiration, and divine insight. I just realized the music stopped. We will also look into the theological and philosophical interpretations, such as in Christian theology, in which the sword can represent the word of God or divine justice, which could be which could make this particular card be seen as more of a sign, as a symbol of divine insight or divine truth. In Jungian psychology, this is new to me, from Jungian perspective, the sword might symbolize the power of the conscious mind to cut through illusions and uncover deeper truths, reflecting an archetype of mental clarity and insight. Kabbalah. In Kabbalistic tradition, swords can be linked to the Sephirah of Gevurah, which represents severity, strength, and discernment. Kind of a break from the common trends and tropes that other theologies are finding in this card, but I still think it is relevant to the interpretations, which we'll be getting to soon. Let's see. Mythological connections. The sword is commonly a symbol in many mythologies, often representing power, authority, and the hero's journey. In Arthurian legend, for example, Excalibur symbolizes divine kingship and rightful rule. In cultural symbolism, the sword is a symbol of justice, protection, and again, authority. Its presence in the Ace of Swords reinforces the idea of mental fortitude and the pursuit of truth. All that's left, I believe, will be the interpretations, in which we'll be going over both the upright interpretation and the reversed interpretations. Upright, the card symbolizes clarity and truth, a sudden realization or epiphany, cutting through confusion to reveal the truth. New ideas and beginnings, signifying the start of something intellectually stimulating, such as a new project, study, or thought process. Communication, emphasizing the importance of clear and honest communication. It can denote a powerful conversation or the need to articulate thoughts clearly. Justice and victory, often seen as a symbol of justice, can indicate that a fair decision or victory is imminent. In reverse, the Ace of Swords can represent confusion and miscommunication, suggesting a mental fog, lack of clarity, and misunderstandings. There might be difficulties in expressing oneself or correctly interpreting information. It can represent missed opportunities, indicating potential wasted or ideas that fail to come to fruition. There could be delays or obstacles in starting new intellectual endeavors. It can represent conflict and strife. In reverse, it denotes arguments, conflict, and harsh words. The misuse of intellect to harm others or manipulate situations. Finally, it can represent unjust outcomes. It may point to an unfair situation or injustice. Decisions made might not be in one's favor, or there could be a misuse of power. And in conclusion, it is a deeply symbolic card that emphasizes the power of the mind, truth, and communication. Whether upright or reversed, it highlights the importance of clarity of thought and the profound impact of intellectual clarity on one's life. Understanding its various aspects, from astrological associations to symbolic meanings to even the alchemical elements, provides a comprehensive view of its role and significance within the tarot. Let's see. Its association with elements of air, the zodiac signs Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. The planets Mercury and Uranus provide broad context with interpretation. In alchemy, the sword symbolizes mental clarity and transformation, aligning with alchemical processes of purification and enlightenment. Whether viewed through the lens of the tarot's history, mythology, or esoteric tradition, the Ace of Swords remains a powerful symbol of intellectual power, truth, and new beginnings. And that was the first of an upcoming series of streams / videos that I'm going to be working on. I do actually plan on having these edited by an outside party. But that is for the future. For now, this has been this week's video and live stream. Thank you anyone and everyone for joining, and thank you anyone and everyone for watching this after the fact. Let's quickly look at the comments or the chat. Happy summer, Zodiak. Thank you, and I hope you're having a wonderful summer as well. Do I do tarot card readings? I actually do. Not very often. I'm not as much of a... there's other people who are far more knowledgeable and practiced than I am, is how I'm going to word it. But it is something I find interesting, and I do think there is some authenticity to the practice, and as such I do practice it. With that, we will end it here. I will see you all next week. Thank you for joining me, and goodbye. And as such, I do practice it. With that, we will end it here. I will see you all next week. Thank you for joining me, and goodbye.